See, in this instinct, he needs to be moving on his feet. Move away from Arreola like he's doing now.
His instinct is, Lennox, that he needs to let Arreola know that he's there, that he needs to land something back. He has a fighting spirit, Witherspoon. It's not serving him in this case.
This is Arreola's fight. This is the way he loves to fight. He wants to mix it up. He doesn't want to box you and throwing a jab at him. He wants to be able to reach you with any one of his punches.
Witherspoon's legs wobbly. Arreola shoots a right hand over the top. Witherspoon trying to tie him up, does not. Arreola keeps the hands moving.
Witherspoon from Philadelphia showing a little too much Philly in him right now.
Arreola eats a left hand and a right. There goes Witherspoon. 3, 4, 5, 6. Cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Second knockdown of the round. That's the end of the round.
Yeah, that's the end of the round.
Bell had been wrong. The referee did not hear it. And Witherspoon needs some help. Down twice in round 3.
He made the count.
Baby, why are you rolling him? Why you ain't grab him? You still baby, come on! What's up? Give me that leg. Drop that leg. Come on, Chazz. What are you doing?
And the fight's been stopped. The fight's been stopped.
I don't understand that one.
There's confusion.
What happened?
The Witherspoon corner is
the Witherspoon fight. Bob, it appeared to me that the Witherspoon corner got in to stop the fight before they realized how little time they were left in the round.
I don't believe that. I don't believe they got in to stop the fight. They got in when the bell rang. And they got in when the bell rang. They didn't go try and stop the fight. It's like
he got up, the referee, he got up, he beat the count.
Guys, it's academic. Witherspoon could barely tread back. He was on very unsteady legs.
He has a minute to recover. He has a minute to recover.
Making the following round perhaps more dangerous.
Harold.
They could have survived him. I mean, he looks fine now.
Let's get Harold out of him.
Listen, the round continues. Even if the bell rang, if a guy goes down at the end of the round, the bell rings, the round continues. The Witherspoon corner can't go on the apron and they can't go in the ring. Even though the bell rang, they cannot go in the ring until the referee finishes the count. The guy gets up at 8, and at that point the round is over, and his corner can get him and bring him back to the corner. They can't jump in. They were in that ring at the point where Witherspoon went down. They were in that ring illegally. The round continues when a guy's on the floor at the end of the round.
He cannot be saved by the bell.
Correct, he cannot be saved by the bell.
So he had to get up, beat the count, then the round ends.
And at that point, the corner can come in.
Well, we'll have to take a look at the replay to see where they were, but that's good stuff from you, Harold Letterman. You say you saw them on the ring. Arreola gets his 12th consecutive knockout victory. Confusion in the Witherspoon camp. He took some punishment, though, in that third round, Lennox. His inability, it almost reminded me a little bit of Hearns Leonard. The first time they fought, where Hearns just did not know how to tie Leonard up when he needed to. And Witherspoon, even when he tried to tie up Arreola, he would let him get free and take more punishment. He didn't know how to just wrap him up and hold him.
Yeah, that's one of the learning points that you need to go back into the gym and investigate. You know, he tried. He was a bit cloudy.
All right, Chris Arreola, very impressive. All right, Lennox, let's take a look at some of the replays in round number 3. First knockdown here in round number 3. And Arreola just kind of stepping in and a chopping right hand to the ear. Witherspoon goes down. That's the first knockdown. So Witherspoon's off balance. Down he goes. You see Witherspoon can't tie him up. Some inexperience there. Takes the left hand.
In situations like that, that's when you grab around the neck. That was my favorite move.
Now, let's take a look again. Here's the end of the fight. Okay, so now time is ticking away. Final seconds of the round. And Witherspoon's going to go down. Now the bell sounds. Now it's because you cannot be saved by the bell in any round. He's got to get up and beat the count. See, referee Randy Phillips is giving him his count. He gets up and he beats the count. Now, at this point, according to Harold, the corner. Now, you see somebody in the Arreola corner there, the gentleman with the gloves to the right of your screen. He's pointing to the Witherspoon camp that they were already in the ring. So he noticed that. At this point, they're allowed in the ring once he's beaten the count. But, okay, let's listen. Okay, now from that point, once he beats that, but the bell is already rung.
Right.
No, but the bell had rung and he had beaten the count. They should be allowed on the ring apron. As Harold said, at that point, once he beats the count, even though the bell is rung, once he beats the count and the referee says you're okay, they're allowed on the ring apron to go get their fighter because now the round is over. The referee forgot that the bell had rung. He sees them on the ring apron. He thinks that they're not there, that they should not be there at that point, when in fact they were allowed on the ring apron at that moment.
I actually think the referee went and talked to somebody, I guess his boss, and his boss said, listen, they were in the ring, you didn't notice it, and you should disqualify him.
Well, Randy Phillips. Yeah, you know, it's interesting because he, after Witherspoon beat the count, he looked over at Witherspoon's corner like, get out of the ring. Meanwhile, the bell had already sounded. You heard the bell. We heard the bell. He forgot that the bell had rang, or maybe he didn't hear it.
He was unaware.
But it's his job to be aware of that bell ringing. You get a wood count at 10, and then you get the bell, which we clearly heard in the replay we brought you with the live audio. He then looked and admonished the Witherspoon corner for being on the ring apron when once Chazz Witherspoon beat the count, they are allowed in the ring.
I need you to stand.
They're allowed in the ring at that point.
I think we need to talk to the ref. We need to hear it from the ref.
Once he beats the count, the bell sounds, he's got to beat the count because you cannot be saved by the bell in any round. But once the count is beaten, the round is now over when the ref says you are okay to continue, and Witherspoon's people are allowed to go into the ring and retrieve their fighter.
See, in situations like
Not to
that,
take anything away from Arreola, who did a wonderful job.
great job. In situations like that, even the guy ringing the bell is supposed to be ringing it again, saying, yo, the round's over.
Okay, let's send it up for the official time of the stoppage. Once again, here's our ring announcer, Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bout comes to an end. At the end of round 2, the corner of Chazz Witherspoon entered the ring before referee Randy Phillips had completed the mandatory 8 count following the knockdown. The winner by disqualification, still undefeated, Cristobal, the Nightmare Arreola.
Arreola wins by disqualification. Let's face it, he knocked Chazz Witherspoon down twice in round 3. He hurt him in round 1 or round 2. He had this fight under control. Actually, in round 1, he hurt him. Let's take another look. Okay, Witherspoon is okay. Now the ref wants the action to continue. They're in the ring. All right, well, you know what? Harold, let me get your take on what you saw there. Well, the stool was already in the ring, so they did actually commit a violation.
They were in the ring way too soon, Bob. I mean, when he went down, you know, the referee didn't even start the count yet, and the Chazz Witherspoon people were in that ring. There's no question that they were in the ring very, very early. Obviously, the commission saw it, and they told the referee to disqualify him.
Harold, that last replay that we showed that the stool was already in the ring, and one of the cornermen was already in the ring illegally, because at that point Witherspoon was just beating the count, the mandatory count. The other gentleman on the near side of the picture was still outside the ropes, but that actually was a correct call. Thank you for the information. Let's send it up to the ring. Max Kellerman is with our referee Randy Phillips, who made the right call. Max?
Referee Randy Phillips, officially it is a disqualification. Was that your decision? Did someone consult you ringside?
No, it was my decision. I consulted with ringside, but it's my decision. I mean, you're in the middle. I'm giving the 8 count. The bell rings, but they enter the ring. You can't do that.
Did you feel they were trying to stop the fight, or were they anticipating the end of the round?
It's just a disqualification if they step up there before I rule the fight.
Okay, here's a replay. Here's a replay. Just tell us what you see. Here we go.
Okay, so they already up on the ring apron right there. I mean, that's you can't get up there until I finish my count and I say box. The bell should have never rung really, but there's nothing I can do about it.
So the fact that the bell rang, you recognize as being incorrect, and you ignored that.
Correct. I mean, I'm in the middle of giving 8 count. I'm more concerned about the fighter. So,
had there not been a disqualification, would you have stopped the fight anyway?
That's hard to say. I'm not. That's just a hard question to say.
Okay, thank you, Randy. We appreciate it. Chris Arreola, the winner.
Yes, sir.
Chris Arreola, undefeated heavyweight still, the winner by a DQ, essentially a knockout. Congratulations. How'd you do it?
You know, just relentless. Just kept